have in my hand the corrosion-proof light fixture. It's 5 foot long, 48 watts, and it's a twin 220 volt emergency. Okay, so the idea of the emergency thing inside it is that in the reality of a power outage, that it'll continue to light subsequently. Okay, so the energy rating on this would say, if you look at the specifications, it's between A and A++. Okay, so inside the LED thing. So from the design of this, you'd think, we'll say, it actually looks like a single, but that's because you're imagining that it'll have fluorescent inside, but it actually has quite a wide. If I took this cover off and we look directly in, now you don't have to take the cover off, and that's why I haven't done it, but I just primed it up and just looked inside. What it has is just a strip of LED lights, so small little sectional cod type lights where you have them dotted all the way along. So that's how it's done. And this type of width would count as a double or twin unit on it. If we come along to do the wiring of it here, what I've done actually at this point is I've actually taken out the covers in both ends. So we'll see here we just have a cover here, and it just has live and neutral marked, and I presume that's where you can extend the cable back out. And over here we just see where we can run the cable in, and then we just wire it directly in here. There's two covers that go on here directly. So these clips will clip directly on here. There's 4 plugs and 4 screws that would use and be able to suspend it directly from the ceiling on that basis. So it's quite a nice unit overall. We'll say we have other ones inside the range, we'll say, that are just, we'll say, 50 watt, much narrower, and it's doing more or less the same job, except it hasn't got the emergency feature on it. So it's a higher price point than this. But if you compare this, we'll say, to the old fluorescents, the price point to buy the actual unit is probably a half or less than half of what it would be. It runs probably 4 or 5 times more efficiently, and the overall maintenance cost is much lower, simply because you have a fully integrated unit. It's very neat, all the rest of it here, and the lifetime expectancy on this is just years and years and years. So that's it anyway, an overview of the corrosion-proof light fixture, 5 foot long, twin 48 watt, 220 volts, and emergency.